keep that volume down. Welcome to another installment of Midnights with Marcus MAYBIN. Going to be a short show, a high-intensity show. Evander representing the Cardinal Bird, first one in the building. Dwayne, what's good? Cashmere, what's going on? Midnight Family in the building. DJ, what's good? Tyrone, representing the Cardinal Bird, what's good? And we got Lauren on duty already. Thank you, Lauren. Delquan in the building. Midnight Family. Nick Campbell in the building representing the Cardinal Bird. What's good? Sign up. Get with Nick Campbell. Sign up. Get your baseball training in, young people. Hold on. No snitching. Ooh-wee. I'm having second thoughts. I probably shouldn't have. Sean Thomas representing the Cardinal Bird. Turn up the mic. Maybe I can get a little closer to the mic. You're right. Let me turn down this background a little bit. Let me check the microphone settings for you. Let's see. Let's go find some settings. Hold on. Let's go find some computer settings real quick. You might be right. I might be able to toggle a little bit. Going to system settings. No, that's not it. Where am I thinking? Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Ooh. Sound settings. USB. I'm looking for it. That's about as much as I can get out of that. Is that good to go, Sean? Do I need to talk a little louder for you? If so, I can handle that. I can handle that. Okay. So, welcome, good people. Red State represent the Cardinal Bird, no notification. Lauren showed up at 11. It was already up. Wait a minute. You showed up at 11 or Lauren did? Yeah, Lauren showed up when it was over. Yeah, how she don't get no notification? JT for the bill. What's good? Okay, skip it to the bottom. DJ saying, what up to Lauren? So where do we start? We start with a little coach, Jeff Brohm coaches show. Yeah, for the Jeff Brohm coaches show, we got to pull it all the way down. Hold on. Y'all want to start with a little Jeff Brohm coaches show? Let me pull this volume down. We got to be respectful to the head coach. We just put that in the background to make sure, in case somebody steal my content. And just in case you want to let somebody know, in case they rip off my content without permission, we're going to send it to my background music. Stephen Harvey, welcome. You got to come to the YouTube channel. Everybody, we're about to listen. I cannot talk about the snitch situation on Twitter, but it's going to be explosive. I cannot talk about the snitch situation on Facebook, Twitter, or Twitch. I'm going to talk about this smoke I got, the snitch situation we're going to discuss tonight. So, if you want to hear about it, go to YouTube. Type in Made for the Ville. MADEFORTHEVILLE. Made for the Ville on YouTube. It'll bring you right here. Very, very easy. I just can't talk about the snitching situation on too many public forums. So you got to go to the YouTube channel So Jerome, come on over here. Steven, come on over here. Everybody, come on over here. Talk about this snitching situation with us. So Red State, Facebook. Let me hear it. Facebook's going down in 3, 2, 1, bang. Twitch going down in 3, 2, 1, bang. Twitter, come on over here to YouTube, but you're going down in 3, 2, 1, bang. Save changes. Present. Let's get Coach up here. Get Coach up here. Go cards. Boom, boom. Come on, Coach he don't get the big screen all the time. Coach don't get the big screen this time. Let me get in chat. Make sure I'm all caught up. 3, 2, 1, bang. It's the bang. Oh, the snitch. Oh, the snitch is dead. Y'all, this snitching situation got me. It got me a little perturbed, to say the least. I might have to take off my glasses so you can see my eyeballs on this one. John, I need more information. You tell me, you got to elaborate more, John. You can't just send me that message and leave it at that. You got to share more information. Give me some details, some grimy details. Hold on. Let's do a little. Hold on, let's close that one. Let's see what Coach talking about.
By U of L Health, official healthcare provider of the Louisville Cardinals. Now live from Roosters, here's the Hall of Fame voice of the Cardinals, Paul Rogers.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Jeff Brohm Show. We have a packed house as usual here at Roosters, and these people are excited, and for good reason. The Louisville Cardinals 5-0 for the first time in 10 years, 3-0 for the first time ever in the ACC, and of course you got this little school from Notre Dame coming in to take on the Cardinals here this coming Saturday night. What a great night, a great week of football to build up everything. Jeff, I'm going to get, usually we kind of talk a little bit and then I get to some questions, but I'm going to right away throw you a really good question that came from the folks here at Roosters. Jerry says, you've coached a number of high-profile games during your career. How does this upcoming game with Notre Dame compare mentally, emotionally, et cetera? There's a lot going on here this week with this game.
Well, this is a great opportunity. Anytime you get a chance to play a high-caliber team like Notre Dame, who's playing really good football, and get to do it in front of a sold-out crowd, it's a lot of excitement, and there's a lot of fun. And I just think, we want our fans to enjoy it. We want our families to enjoy it. We want everyone to really enjoy the festivities and the game and all the things that come with it. From our end, unfortunately, we got to, put our head down and go to work and focus in on preparing for this team. And really, that's the only way to prepare to try to beat a team, is you just kind of concentrate daily, one day at a time, and do everything you can to improve and get better. And when you put lay your head down at night, you better be able to look in the mirror and say, you know what, I did everything I could today to try to help us win. And that includes me, our coaches, our players, and that's what we got to do. And I think if we do that daily, and that can add up, that we can go out there, we can cut it loose, and hopefully have a good day.
I've told you this before, and I think you understand what I'm saying here. There's so many of Howard Schnellenbergerisms that come to my mind in various circumstances. And one of them is this, where you've got this type of situation. He says, look, we just work. We prepare every week the best we can. But it's the juice that comes from the outside influences, the stadium environment, the fans, the whole build-up to it. That's when you feel it. And that feeling is something that I think the players can relish as well, can't they not?
Without question. And I give a lot of credit to Coach Snellberg. He was way more confident than I am. He was able to go into every game believing he was going to win. That was just his mantra. He expressed it to the fans. He expressed it to the world. It made his team believe that they could do great things. Me, on the other hand, I want to be a little more cautious of making sure we put the work in and making sure that we go about our business every day. But yes, without question, when fans are excited, when people are showing up at the game and they're into it and they want to see their team win, hopefully it helps our team work that much harder to get it done. I know to this point, our guys have played hard. They've shown grit. They've shown toughness. Nothing's been perfect, and they found ways to win games. And that's all you can ask for. And what we have to do as a team is just every week try to, correct our mistakes, improve as much as we can, push ourselves to get better and to make sure that we're becoming better at what we're doing. And I just think that's the challenge. And when you face a team like Notre Dame, who, trust me, when I turned on the tape, they're even more impressive watching them on video than I even thought they were. They're very talented at every position. They look the part. They play the part. They're well coached. And they played very good football to this point. Only lost to Ohio State at the very end of the game when they easily could have won. They had a 3rd and 19. And gave up a seam throw, and then, of course, gave up the handoff at the end. So this team is talented, but it's a great challenge, and it'll be a great measuring stick for our football team.
As for your team, you've passed every test so far, and you've done it in a variety of ways. You've had blowout wins, you've had come-from-behind wins, you've had big scoring games, and last week you won the lowest point total Louisville's had in a winning game in 14 years, 13-10. I think if most people before that game last week were told the score will be 13-10, that's a game North Carolina State wins. Well, it wasn't, and that had to mean a lot to you to see that your guys could play that kind of a game.
Well, it did. I've been impressed with our defense from day one. I think we have some talented players. I think each week we adjust the scheme slightly to try to get more aggressive, try to get after the quarterback, try to make him feel uncomfortable. I think that definitely paved the way this week. I thought we did a really good job of getting after their experienced quarterback, affecting him, blitzing him, causing interceptions, causing chaos, and that was great. And really they came through for us to shut them down in the second half when we needed them to, and create turnovers was big. On the flip side, they got after us as well. They blitzed us and attacked us, and we didn't have as many good answers as I would like, and that's my fault. So we've worked hard this week to make sure that we've got to have answers to teams that are just going to all out attack us and come after us, and that's the challenge. You got to be able to protect your quarterback and not get him hit a lot, and also figure out ways to move the balls a lot of different ways against different things you're going to see.
They did get to Jack quite a few times and got a lot of pressure on him, but I sort of thought maybe were they covering well, because it seemed like a lot of times he was holding the ball a long time and in trying to find someone who no one ever got open, and that kind of helped bring about a sack.
Well, they did. You get a lot. Football is a game. You get a lot of different looks, and teams can disguise and do a lot of different things. This team was bringing, when I say pressure, it was all-out pressure. Cover zero, man pressure, guarding people that were supposedly our hot throws, but also bringing an extra guy. And we have to find ways to max protect and to do things to take that away. They were doing a good job of disguising it. Sometimes they'd show it and they'd kick out and drop 8 into coverage. So, we went into the game because of the noise, because it was loud there, trying not to check as much as we want to, just to try to not cause the 5-yard false starts and those things. But looking back on it, we probably should have had a little bit more of that to make sure that we can protect our quarterback. I do think that even though it wasn't his best game, Jack hung in there. He made some deep throws
really
on some
man.
deep routes that helped us get
I
points.
advise everybody to go.
And he hung in there. So, was it perfect? No. Would he like to take some plays back? Yes. But he played to the end, and our other guys rallied around him, and it was a good team win.
Get ready for the
What
pressure.
does a game like that tell your team about games in the future? When you're having trouble running the football, how you handle the frustration of that was still trying to run the ball, but yet making certain adjustments. And maybe at some point you say, it's not working, we're just going to have to throw.
Well, I think in order to be a great championship caliber team, you have to be able to throw the ball and you have to be able to run the ball. And 50-50 doesn't matter to me. It's got to be whatever we got to do to score points. And I think when teams are coming at you the way they did us this past week and really putting so many guys up in there, you're not going to run the ball. Yes, we've got to be able to throw the ball. We've got to be able to do things to take advantage of that and to be aggressive in our approach. And when teams want to play coverage, we've got to be able to run the ball. So I just think, we've got to strategically have the best plan we can to achieve success. We've got to go out and execute it. But we've worked hard this week. We know we're going to get pressure from here going forward, and we have to have an answer for it. But, our offensive line will continue to play hard. Our running backs will run hard, and I know our receivers and quarterbacks are working hard to improve every aspect of their game.
One more question about last week's game, and then we'll move on. How confident were you that Brock could make a 53-yard field goal, which he did, to provide the final points?
Well, Brock has really done a tremendous job for us this year, and I know he did kick a lot last year for him. There was a different kicker here, but you know what? We liked him even in spring ball when we had the other kicker here who ended up transferring to Michigan. So when that change happened, you know what? We felt good. We liked what we saw to that point. He's a competitor. He's actually a really good athlete. To be able to kick field goals, kick off, and punt, that tells you he's very talented. So you know what? He's been doing it all for us. He's come through for us before. We attempted, I think, another 50-plus yarder earlier in the
52,
game.
Yeah.
And he didn't hit it solid, and I knew he didn't hit it solid because he can make those in practice. So, this time it was, or at least after that kick, I was like, hey, Brock, even his punting wasn't up to par. But it was like, hey, let's just make sure you get, a firm foot on the ball. I want you to really hit it solid. Where it goes, I don't care, but hit that thing solid. And you know what? I could tell when his foot hit the ball, it was a solid kick. He hit it right down the middle. We needed it, so it was a great job by him.
Yeah, it was one of those that as soon as it left his foot, I knew it was going to get there. From my angle, I couldn't tell for sure how straight it was. But when in doubt, watch the kicker. That'll always tell you the trajectory of the ball and look good, and was. Cards got the win, and they're 5-0. We'll come back and talk about Notre Dame, and we're going to visit with Brian Brohm when we come back a little bit later.
What's good people? Game plan. Really quick answers. We win the coin toss. Do you kick or do you receive first? Do you receive or do you defer? Really quick, y'all. Give me quick answers. Another Root Enterprise in the building. We win the coin toss. Do you defer or do you receive? Listen, I said kick. I listened to Coach Brohm talking about how important it is to get a lead. He really wants to get a lead up on Notre Dame. I'm thinking he's ready. He's going to receive. Steve said defer. Everybody's going kick. Hey, y'all hate going into halftime knowing the other team's going to get the ball. Have y'all not got confidence in this defense yet? It's not, listen, between Ashton Gelati, Ramon Perrier, and Clark Jr., y'all still ain't got no confidence to put your defense out there in the second half and just take that ball first? Come on, we've been awesome with the halftime adjustments for the defense. We might just need to take the ball first. Go ahead and score on them and let our defense pin their ears back. I don't know, man. With the way our defense playing, we might be able to take the ball first. That's why we say kick, get the 3 and out. Or we can get the lead. It's going to be, listen, if we put our offense out there and get the lead, then we can stick our defense on and turn it into a blowout. Y'all do know who's quarterback in that team. So if anybody should be thinking about taking the ball first and scoring and putting the pressure on that quarterback over there, it should be us. Get a lead up on them and then go to town. They can have it first, Louisville. Lamont says, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm catching up, y'all. Sorry about that. Hold on. I'd rather score at the end of the first half than score at the beginning of the second half. I know what you're saying. The defense just getting started. We're gonna be back in the top 3. I can see that. Email saying, okay, I'll get to it. Have enough confidence to put him on the field first. You talking about the defense? I don't know, man. I don't know. I heard Coach say, I want to play with a lead. Uh-huh. Defense will get us a short field. Nah, they got a good punter. They got a good punter, and they fundamentally sound. No matter what, it is second half momentum grab. You mean by getting the ball in the second half? It's better when we ran that. See, we saw the finished product with them. We saw the finished product, so it's. I mean, of course, not right now, but give us some time to get a product. Every time we won the toss, we have deferred. Yeah, but this is Jeff Brohm. He's not. He can get outside the box every once in a while. Louisville Lamont in the building representing the Cardinal Bird. A 3 and out from jump. Ooh. But I mean, Notre Dame though, like Notre Dame ain't no punk either. They got that big ass running back. They got the big tight ends. They getting receivers back, another tight end back. They getting 2 receivers and another tight end back. They're getting all their offensive weapons back. We might need to listen. We might need to get up on them early. There's no better feeling than scoring in the last 2 minutes of the first half than knowing. I mean, but we had the ball and a chance to score. We threw an interception last game at the end of the first half. We trying to score in the 2-minute drill. We threw a pick. We were down 10 and we were giving up the ball. I don't know. We scored first regardless. Crowd will help if we defend first. Crowd will help if we defend first. I can listen to that. Noise and get the QB seeing ghosts. Yeah, but I'm just saying. I don't know everything about everything. I don't have any inside knowledge, but I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Brown put the offense out there first. Somebody tell this man, remind another Root Enterprise who's the quarterback of Notre Dame. Oh, you're going to love this. Another Root Enterprise. Y'all going to love it. Somebody tell him who the quarterback is for Notre Dame. I'm going to scroll up and then I'll go back. Tell him who it is. Somebody tell him who it is. Hurry up. Tell him who it is. Sam Hartman. Where do you know Sam Hartman from? Another Root Enterprise. That one's for you. Where do you remember Sam Hartman from? Hold on. I know what you're saying. Hold on. Save the D, a series, and receive. I'm telling you, don't be surprised if he trots out the offense. Wait, doesn't matter if you lead by 7 or 20. End of the first half. Fair. Defense wins championships. 100% Brown receive. Like I said, just him mentioning that he wants to get a lead early sounds to me a little bit like. And is it just me or have we had slow? Well, okay. Who do we play? Boston College. We played Boston College last, right? But we was scoring like 7 straight drives. Sorry about that. Catching up. Great second half of the locker room team. The score on the first drive of the second half. We had the advantage. Listen, I know what you're saying. I'm Alicia, representing the Cardinal Bird. Received the first half, get a lead. Alicia playing it like Madden, y'all. Just give me the ball. Let me blow you out. I don't want Plummer out there first. Maybe that's what we need. Have we been? I'm gonna have to go back and look. How many times have we received first, and how many times have we deferred? I'm gonna have to look at the drops. Does anybody know in here? Like, I guess everybody can go to YouTube and find out. Like, did we receive first, or did we kick first? But boy, do I hate when a team scores on us first. Did I want to start fast and score early? Like I said, he just mentioned it a little bit. That crowd, but the crowd gets hyped. But you know how it is when you get punched. Like, let's just say we send our defense out there first. Crowd is rocking, and just they hit the tight end across the middle, big time tight end. All of a sudden, they got 55 yards on the first play. It's deflating. It's deflating. Listen, it might be a big deal with the play calling though, because listen. The whole game plan is to get Sam Hartman real uncomfortable. That's the game plan. And when he's behind, oh my God. If y'all go back and watch the Duke game, oh my God. The referees bailed out Notre Dame on every third down. Listen, they should have lost to Duke. Notre Dame was supposed to lose to Duke. Go back and look for yourself. You can even see in the edited version, the 26-minute version, Duke should have beat Notre Dame. Listen, very, very talented, very strong, real big butts, real good length. I mean, they have the athletes to win, man. They have the athletes. They have the bodies to win. And they don't fumble. They're real fundamentally sound with their tackling. Listen, we got to hit bodies. We can't go in there trying to strip the ball. We got to hit the body of those guys because they're big. Emotion will be lit, no doubt. Defense first, but yeah, like traditionally, I'm definitely a kick the ball first kind of guy. I just, like I said, if you think their quarterback is a little shaky or something, you feel like you can stick some pressure on him, it's a gamble. But it's a calculated gamble. I mean, Duke was. Listen, I said I'm normally a defer kind of person, but the way he sounded when he said I really want to get a lead on these guys, I'm like, he's gonna take that ball first. And I can see it. And I can see why you think that's a good call. Sam Hartman. Ooh. And you saw the video of us shaking up Sam Hartman. Ooh. I think it's the most points given. Yeah. We set records. Yeah, we set records on that, man. Well, thank you, Louisville Lamont. Let's get a cheers for that one. Let's get one in here. Hold on. There you are. Boom. 6-time turnover Hartman. Wake Forest leftovers. Wake. Absolutely. Mr. Fernandez, absolutely. Yes. Come out guns blazing. Like I said, I'm just saying, like, traditionally, I'll kick like anybody else. I love getting the ball in the second half like anybody else. But boy, here's the thing, like, psychologically, if you take the opening, listen, I don't care what none of y'all say. If you take the ball first, you already got them thinking, we gotta get this ball back. We gotta get stopped. You take the ball first and you score and you stop them on your first defensive possession. Boy, if you stop them the first possession, you really get to see what people are made of. Random side note, if I have some money left over from the bonus bets, I'm saving up for money line maybe. Yeah, I can't believe Georgia Tech let me down on money line maybe. Jason said Christian Fernandez on the cover. Hold on. Boom. You know what? Hold on. Let's play a little bit of this. While I check my email. Oh, hold on. I screwed up, y'all. Hold on.
Ed with Chevy Silverado.
You know, we had the one simple rule: we could fight as long as we didn't punch above the neck. So we had plenty of those.
Wait a minute! I gotta hear that.
American families.
I gotta hear that opening.
Whether your car has small tires, big tires, tires that go fast, tires with extra grip, or tires that just get you from here to there, they can be an unexpected expense. Don't wait any longer. At Big O Tires, we have no credit needed financing available. So no matter your budget, no matter your situation, we have the lowest prices on every kind of tire every day. With multiple lending partners, our financing is tailored to you with credit options made easy. Don't wait another day. Take advantage of our good to no credit financing today. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
We are back at Roosters with Coach Jeff Brohm. The Louisville Cardinals with a huge matchup on national TV. You can tune in the radio as well Saturday evening with Notre Dame coming into town. Thank you, host Roosters. Join us at Roosters every Tuesday or Wednesday throughout the season, depending upon the game time, usually on Wednesdays. On Tuesdays, there are $3 appetizer specials when you dine in. Be sure to ask your server for details.
The country.
Jeff, let me just get right to some questions here. We got a whole bunch of them, and this is really our last segment with you because we're going to visit with Brian and then a couple of players a bit later on too. And this is from Tracy, and she says, as a mother of 3 boys, working with your brothers, are there any wrestling matches that ever break out?
Well,
Donna, can you answer that?
Well, way back in the day, we would have our share of fights. You know, we had the one simple rule: we could fight as long as we didn't punch above the neck. So we had plenty of those. Nowadays, it's more the verbal back and forth. But you know what? When you have as many family members as me, and they're around football and they're around it and they love it. You know, I can handle criticism quite well, and I get it quite a bit, and they like to give their opinion, and they don't hold back. So I understand how it works. And you know what? I think it's good for me. You know, it's good to be grounded. It's good to have people tell you things that you don't want to hear. It's good to have people challenge what you think. But in the end, I've got to piece it all together and use whatever knowledge and experience I have to make the best decisions. And sometimes there are hard decisions you got to make, but what we want to do is we want to try to be aggressive in our approach as a football team. We want to really work hard to try to win. As I tell our players, hey, we're going to put all this stuff in and try to help you have success. But in the end, really what matters is what the fans can see visibly with their eyes when they take the field. And there's 3 things that we got to concentrate on. That is, 1, we've got to play harder than the other team. And fans can see if you're playing harder. It's visible, and they can tell. They know football. The second one is you got to play tougher than the other team, which means, you know what? when things aren't going well, you're still going to play hard, or are you going to kind of give in and say, you know what, this isn't working? Because fans can tell if you're not playing as hard at the end of the game as you would at the beginning. And the third is you got to be smart on the other team, meaning, you know what, you can't make silly mistakes, 15-yard penalties, do dumb things constantly, have a lot of 5-yard penalties. So if we can try to win those three things every game, which are visible by the common eye, I think we're going to have a chance to win. Now, does it always happen? No. But we have to try hard to make sure that those are the things we really concentrate on, because that's what people want to see. They want to see a team that's going to fight to the end and play as hard as they can.
This is the first time in a season a Louisville team has had 2 come-from-behind road wins where they were behind by 10 or more points at halftime, which brings me to Brenda's question, which is what kind of magic do you have at halftime? Because it does seem to be working. Or maybe you're just not very good in the first half.
Well, yeah, that's probably true. You know what? I tell you what, like I said, I think our formula is simple. And, you know, as a team, we've got a bunch of really good group of guys that work hard. We have coaches that put in a lot of time and effort. And all we say is like, look, you know what, we can't worry about what our record's going to be. We can't worry about what people are going to say when we lose. We can't worry about what bowl game we're going to go to or what's going to happen if we lose this game. No, we just got to worry about being the best we can be every day. And when we take the field, you got to go try to win that game. So for us, it's a one-game season every week. Doesn't matter who we play. How are we going to find a way to win this football game? How are we going to find a way to get better than the week before? And that's what we got to concentrate on, period. And there can be a lot of talk out in the public about this and that, and that's fine. You know, it's all great. I mean, I'm a sports fan too. I like to watch all those things and enjoy competitive aspects of every sport. But for us, you know, if you get distracted for 1 second about something else, or if you start to feel good about yourself because people are patting you on the back, or if you start to get down on yourself because people are doubting and questioning how good you are, then you're not going to win. So I just think it's a simple formula, and you've got to be headstrong. You've got to be secure in your work ethic and what you're doing. And if you just do that and you play to the end, for whatever reason, good things will normally happen.
I can remember when Purdue and Notre Dame played every year. I can't remember if they still play every year or not, particularly with Notre Dame's obligation to play this semi-ACC schedule. But anyway, Tom's question was, did you play Notre Dame when you were at Purdue?
Well, we did, and it was a game that I wanted to play, and we got them on the schedule. I think, I don't know, they were going to be on there for 3 out of the next 7 years. So we got to play them one time at their place, and to be quite honest with you, we didn't play very good. Our defense showed up and played pretty well. Our offense kind of got shut down. I mean, they're talented. They stuffed our run. They guarded us tight. I mean, it was a back and forth battle that I can't remember the score. It might have been something like 24-10 or something like that. But it was not a great day for us. And I thought we would play better, but we didn't. And, you know, so I give them a lot of credit. And this is this talented team, if not more than the one we played. I mean, this team is, you know, to take Ohio State down to the wire, really should have beat them. I mean, they're just really good at every position. They have NFL guys on their team, and when you turn the film on, you can see that. So we're going to have to play well. We're going to have to make sure we're locked in. We're not beating ourselves. We hang in there and just play to the very end and hope to come out with a win.
David asked, do you install gadget plays from things you see on film, or is it more due to the feel of the game at the time?
Well, we have a library of gadget plays, and we actually used 2 of them this past week. One was a flea flicker that did not work. We got blitzed. I had to throw it away. And another one was a kind of double reverse flea flicker screen that, even though it didn't look pretty, it actually worked.
It was kind of a stumbling, bumbling play.
Got us about 40 yards. So, you know what? We always have a handful every game, and you know what? Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But you have to have the ability to have something that sparks the team. So whether it's a trick play, a gadget play, a deep shot, a reverse, something to kind of get the team going. So we do want to make sure we always have a handful of those.
You obviously weren't here for last year's game. I assume you've seen the video of it, but I've never seen a third quarter like Louisville had and Sam Hartman endured last year when Wake Forest played here. And Austin asked about the talk this week about his struggles last season. Your thoughts, being a former quarterback, on coming back to a place where maybe you had that kind of a day. Of course, you never had that kind of a day, but
well, you know, I'm sure that he's going to be ready to play. Anytime you don't play well, you remember it, and you look at the mistakes you made. working to try to make it happen. And you can tell this is an experienced quarterback, so I'm sure he's going to be ready to play. So once again, it comes back to how can we affect the quarterback? How can we get after him? How can we get his jersey dirty? How can we try to stuff the run? Obviously, they have a great running back, a really good offensive line, a really good tight end, experienced quarterback. And then they have receivers. But we're going to have to make sure we make the receivers beat us. And that is, stuffing the run, pressuring the quarterback, guarding the tight end, and making the receivers beat us. So, it's going to require us to execute and play well. And
food is better.
It's going to be a great ball game.
Last week, you mentioned here on the show, as a matter of fact, that you weren't real pleased with the way your team was practicing that week. I don't know if that had an effect on how you played.
Yeah, takes a lot of time.
I would ask that question, but the question from Karen is, how have practice has been this week?
Well, when our guys practice hard, and even when we maybe don't have a great practice, it's not because they're not trying. I mean, we're going against our defense some, and we make some mistakes, and we're trying to improve. So I just think that, today we had a pretty good practice. And, right now it's about, getting back to being able to go full speed and knowing exactly what to do and eliminate mistakes and correcting the things that happened last week. And, you try to put in the best day of work you can and continue to do that daily. And
don't work, probably better.
We're looking forward to Saturday. So, I think our guys are excited about this opportunity.
Karen wants to know, as a player, what did you do to keep your nerves under control for big games like this one?
I'm excited.
Well, I tell you what, I'm kind of hardened by big games. I played in them, I coached in them, but I still get nervous. And trust me, I still, I use fear of losing to help me work harder to motivate myself to try to win, because I don't want to lose like you guys. I don't want to get embarrassed. And so you just try to put in the work. I mean, you put in the work, you try to prepare, you try to help your team be in the best position. You try to get your team to want to practice hard and to do all the extra work they can. And then you just kind of cut it loose. I just think when you go in a game like this, you can't play tentative. You can't play scared. You can play not to lose. We got to be aggressor. We got to play to win, and we got to hope to make some plays.
I've often heard players say that if you are nervous going into a game, and I guess some guys are, some aren't. People are different, but once you get that first hit, it kind of goes away. Did you find that to be true?
Well, that can happen as well. I think, especially with a quarterback, you practice all week and not getting hit, but in the game you can get hit and you can get hit hard. Mm-hmm. So sometimes when you kind of get knocked on your butt the first time, it kind of gets yourself going and kind of gets you a little angry. So you know what? Everybody's different. It's a physical game. It's a tough game. You got to be mentally tough, physically tough. You got to, have some passion, some intensity, some toughness. And it's just a different sport than others. And I just think, we all treat it differently, and you have to mentally prepare yourself. But you got to be tough to play this game.
You all remember the first play of the Sugar Bowl when Teddy Bridgewater nearly got his head blown off? How did he respond to that? Pretty good, didn't he? So sometimes it could work. From Kevin, here's a good one. Who was your all-time favorite U of L player?
My all-time favorite? Well, shoot.
Do you have to say your little brother?
Well, yeah, I probably should, I guess, since I coached him. You know what? I remember watching Louisville, even in the Jay Gruden days, when I was in high school, and enjoyed watching them compete and play. Who my all-time favorite was, I don't know. I really have the worst memory of anybody. I feel like I'm so focused on the next day that I can't remember anything I did in the past. So
it's like picking your favorite child too. It's hard to pick one.
That's true. I don't want to do that.
We're about to discuss the snitching. Y'all, you don't want to go anywhere. I'm going to discuss the snitching. I'm going to put my job on the line by discussing the snitching. Don't go anywhere. I need a refill if I'm going to snitch like this. Don't go anywhere.
Right. But you do have a daughter.
That's right.
Oh gosh, I want to keep going, but we got lots more to do, and I got a couple of breaks. Let me throw this one final from Tony. Is it more exciting being a coach at U of L or being the quarterback at U of L?
Well, I tell you what, as I look back on it, I enjoyed playing the game, and coaching actually is more mentally taxing and stressful and requires a lot of work than I remember as a player. As a player, you got to go out there and kind of throw the ball around, have fun, try to win, have some fun with it. But as a coach, it's like, man, you got to worry about this, you got to worry about that, you got to make sure this is in line, and it can be draining. So I just think you try not to think about all those things. Just kind of wake up and do as many tasks as you can, and when it's time to go to bed, and do it again. And hope that, when you get to the game, you look up and you have more points than the other team. And then you can kind of breathe easy and relax a little bit for at least a half a day. Yeah. But, that's just kind of the mentality you have to have. And I sometimes on the field, I can kind of get a little out of control. And I always apologize to our coaches beforehand. I say, look, I'll try to treat you good, during the week and the offseason. During game day, I can't promise anything. And I apologize beforehand. But you know what? I want our guys to see me into the game. And I want our coaches to see me into the game. And I want our players to know, hey, I'm going to buckle it up as a coach, and I'm going to be ready to play. And if something's not going our way, we're going to talk about it. And if the official doesn't do something we like, I'm going to let him know about it.
He is covering all the little.
We have that intensity and that passion to want to win. And if they see me doing it, hopefully it carries over to them.
I think the fans like what they see, don't you, folks? Thanks, Jeff. The town is really excited. It's going to be a great night here on Saturday. We'll take a break and come back and visit with Brian Brohm. This is Cardinal Football from Louisville.
He's covering all the little things. Actually, get this in here. Shout out to Coach Brohm. You know what? Let me pull this off here, because I want y'all to concentrate. Okay. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all. Sit back and relax. We're gonna go into the day in the life of what it takes to get y'all good content on a daily basis. Let's make these disclaimers. Y'all see me at night until damn near midnight. Even if you don't see me on camera on YouTube, you hear me in the morning. It would be safe to say I'm pretty consistent at being at my job, right? Do y'all have somebody at your workplace who's always trying to slick get you in trouble? Give me a yes or a no. Give me a yes if you understand what I'm talking about. Do y'all got somebody at your workplace that's always trying to slick get you in trouble? And it's not the perfect person at work. It's the person who be pushing the line more than anybody. Just tell me y'all are familiar with what I'm talking about. Rest day, I definitely got more than one. Yeah, listen. While I'm talking, please give me little, small examples. I don't know how long you can, how long it's in. Give me examples of people at your job that's always trying to slick get you in trouble. And it's never the people who always be on point. It's always the deflectors. Right? It's always the deflectors, and there's always the people who always think they getting treated unfairly or something, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Well, let me tell y'all about ESPN Louisville Life, right? I mean, everybody knows I enjoy my job. I like how they don't interfere. They let me look, they don't force me to read commercials like they read commercials. They don't force me to do, they kind of leave me alone, They leave me alone. They see we got a good product. They see the people like the product. They don't kind of mess with me, right? But you got certain laws and guidelines that everybody want to be a part of, blah blah. Right? Hold on, did I miss something? Hold on. Okay. So y'all seem like y'all. Hold on. I'm a trucker. It's just me. Yeah, yeah. But see, I'm supposed to have the life of a trucker, where I just jump in here and do my thing, and then go home, right? But here's the thing: there's always some little something going on that it shouldn't even involve you, but it's like, how did I get drugged into that, right? So, wait, Lauren has been compromised? What do you mean? What's going on? Did she fall asleep or something? I didn't see. Okay. So let me tell you. I literally, okay, you know how like, okay, we'll just fast forward. Y'all know that okay, I do a show at night. Let's just use this morning for example. Okay, a little while ago, right? You know how we do shows on location in different places? Right? We do shows at multiple places. Sometimes, if you got something going on, you can do a show from home, right? It doesn't feel the same, but you can do a show from home if you got something. Listen, if I got a $2,000 computer coming in and I need to be here for the delivery, I do a show from home. No big deal. It's never been a big deal, blah, blah, blah. During COVID, right? Me and Steve were the only people who came to the studio every single day, no matter what. They were trying to keep us out of the studio, but we prefer doing an in-studio show in person, right? So let's just say at the company, right? Let's just say they said, hey, guys, hey, if you can make it to the studio, we'd rather you do the shows from the studio. Let's just say an email gets sent out, right? Everybody says, okay. Everybody says, hey, everybody who does the show, you can make it into the studio. Please make it into the studio. So you're not getting in trouble, but it's kind of like one of those messages like there's a shot across the bow, like everybody need to be in the studio, blah, blah. Listen, when I get that email, I don't really think nothing of it because I'm in the studio all the time. But I'm reading the email and I'm like, damn, they sound like they talking about somebody, right? I know it ain't me, right? So, you kind of wonder like, damn, that email's a little too stern to be talking about, to not be talking about people in particular, right? Let me tell y'all, I'm an early riser. So I'll be in the studio at 7 a.m. Today's a perfect example. I'm at the studio probably 6:50, right? My show don't start till 10 o'clock. I'm in the studio at 6:50, right? So, I'm in there watching games, watching film, jotting notes. I'm listening to, different takes on the radio. I'm doing work, right? I'm in there 3 hours before I even got to start the show. But here's the problem. I got to get a new chair, right? So I got to go get a new medical chair. So I let Steve know, hey, man, I got to take care of some business. I got to get out of here a little early. So I'm going to go over the last hour and, I'm going to push it about 15 minutes into the second hour. And then I'm going to get out of here early. because I got to go catch the guy over at the medical center, and I got to catch the guy at the medical center, right, before he goes to lunch, because this is important that I get my chair situation taken care of, right? So y'all remember the email that just got sent out that people need to be in the studio, right? A little birdie told me that somebody in the studio was talking about, does Marcus even work here anymore? I haven't seen him in 2 months. What? What? Somebody in the studio said, do I even work here? Because you ain't seen me in 2 months? Anybody that said that about me means they ain't been in the studio. Because I do more hours in the studio more than anybody. Right? I was like, what? So then I'm trying to put it together in my head. The email comes out last week, that they want people in the studio. So surely they were talking about somebody, maybe multiple people, but I know it wasn't me. Right? LaTroy, I was there. I was at the studio. Listen, I was there at 6:50 this morning. Y'all know I live out in the county. Do y'all know I got to leave my house at 6 to be there at 6:50? I got to leave my house at 6:20. And I drive fast. No, see, this is a great observation. Did they say it as a joke or were they serious? Because in a manufacturing environment, if someone missed more than nah, listen, it's not a joke, but they laugh. That's not a joke, but they laugh because they try to drag somebody into some shit. That's not a joke. But of course they laugh when they're snitching. Because when you go talk to them, then they'll say, oh, I was just playing. No. We're not joking when you did that. You went in there to the suits. You went there into the big bosses and made that quote unquote joke. That is not a joke. I've been there since, and I'm there before everybody. Everybody knows I'm there. Everybody knows I like being in there early. But listen, if I got to get out of this, I will prepare the co-host. I will say most of the time, every once in a while, if I got to go, I got to go. But I will even say, hey, here's some other stuff we can talk about. Here's some stuff. Hey, if you need this, I got you. They be like, nah, I'm good. I'm okay, cool, boom. Yeah, so that's not a joke, but it gets played as a joke. Yeah, no. Try to shine light on me. Listen, this is what I wanted to know. That's definitely dry snitching. Is that not the word? Is that not the word? And this person done did it before. They always throw it in the slick. They always throwing in the slick dry snitching. LaTroy, you want to hear some more? You want to hear some more of the details, don't you? LaTroy, shout out everybody. LaTroy says, Marcus, have one on me. Cheers. Let's get a shorter one in here. Appreciate it. You know what? I needed that. Is that Brown? But see, I don't think it's Brown knows it, because that person who's dry snitching, they're the worst offender in the studio of not being in the studio. Listen, we all have our feelings towards, the shutdown and everything we survived over the last two and a half years. We all got our feelings about it, right? Me and Steve chose to stay in the studio. There's some people that chose not to come in the studio for damn near a year and a half, 2 years. I don't blame people who got comfortable staying at home or going to other places to do their shows. I understand it. I like being in the studio. But what you ain't gonna do is when the big suits say y'all need to be in the studio, take one half a show that I had to leave early and try to call me out because everybody looking at you. I'm like, can y'all believe that? That man went in there and listen. And the little birdie just happened to be in there, happened to be hanging around. I'm literally like, listen, my chair situation is bad. And I had to get out of there early to take care of it. And you got people in here. Hold on. It sounds like projecting. Yeah, and then there's that element. Yeah, throw in that element. It wasn't Steve or Nick, was it? Better not have been. Cheers, yeah, definitely. Cheers to Troy. Facts. Oh yeah, no, definitely. That's snitching. And now I'm like, too many times I let them get away with this stuff. Just a little slick shit. I be letting them get away with it way too much. And then sometimes I want to say something, and sometimes I'm like, you just a hater. You just a hater. You just self-preservation. You just trying to do that. But then I kind of want you to know that I know, and then I want to get on your head. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, what if I start pointing out everything you do? But I don't want to play those office games, y'all. It's 1,000% projecting, trying to get the heat off you. Oh, listen, it wasn't Blankenbaker. That's the one hint I'll give you. It was not Blankenbaker. I want to get him off the suspect sheet. Yeah, right. The person, yeah, listen, I know that's a possibility. Albert C. representing the Carnivore. Shout out. Couldn't get his other big. Boy, they got that other guy cleared quick. John said, I'm naming everyone. I know. But Billy, that's why you throw the laugh in there. So you can sit around and say you were just joking. And it's like, no, you weren't joking. You were trying to get yourself in the clear. You were trying to get the focus off you, because they really might be talking about you. And you try to drag me into it. And again, this person has done that multiple times with the little slick stuff. And I'm like, dude, that ain't cool. That is not cool. Dude, you see me in there every day. I'm on the fucking... I'm on the YouTube channels when I go into shows. The only time I don't have YouTube on is if I gotta go early or if I'm out on the patio at BW3s or something. My goodness. Yeah, it's total chatty patting. Definitely got to get the chair of shame. I know. All over the YouTube. The YouTube. Not all over YouTube. I'm all over the YouTube. Like, stop it. Stop it. But you see the point? You even trying to shed some light off of some little thing I don't do. Shout out. Hold on. Let go. Cheers. Welcome. You have earned the Cardinal Bird. Cheers. Yeah, do y'all have that person at your work? Look, this is what I want to hear. I work with someone who's like that. They only come around to gather dirt and try to gain an inside edge against you. People like that for friendship. Yeah, I know. There was no reason for that at all. That, like I said, you just come in there with your little snitch, hall pass thing. Like, dude, shut up. You heard me up until 11:15 in that studio. You don't know why I left. You don't know nothing. I haven't missed 10 minutes outside that studio other than being a B-Dubs. You kidding me? Yeah, that's a person who always misses or always, trying to find an excuse to do a show from home. They feel like the company email was about them. Then they try to drag me into it, throw me under the bus. And the reason they don't mess with me is because they know I'm in the studio, if not more, just as much as everybody there. You want to know what I was doing? I was sitting in the producer's booth of the other studio to help the other producer this morning, to help him clean up the commercials. You know what he said to me? He said, man, I'm sorry to bother you, man. I know you're prepping for your show, but, can you help me out real quick? He's like, I wouldn't ask anybody else, but since it's you, hey, can you sit in here? He's like, I'll give you the signal. We're trying to get these commercial breaks lined up, blah, blah, blah. I was like, all right, yeah, cool. Left my stuff in the studio, went inside the producer's booth. I was like, let me know when you need me. He called down the hall, let's hit it, blah, blah. Yeah. So you're doing that at 7:15 in the morning, 7:30 in the morning, and only to find out that somebody here talking about, does Marcus even work here anymore? I ain't seen him in 2 months. Right? You know how you want to look at them coworkers? Look, or is it just me? Do y'all have that at y'all jobs? Tell me y'all understand this. Because how do you handle it? How do you handle it at your job? You might like your job, you might hate your job, but you need your job, you love your job, whatever. For whatever reason you have that job. How do you handle this at your job? Because it's like I said, I don't even want to hear I was just joking. No, you weren't. You were trying to deflect. You were trying to project. You were trying to drag me into some shit you in trouble for. And you saw an opportunity to try to bring me into it. That wasn't a joke. That wasn't a joke. You know the email just came out last week. You know they making sure everybody, if you can make it to the studio. So if you're not in the studio, they're gonna ask you why you're not in the studio because they tightening up the ship. But that don't bother me because I'm in the studio always anyway. So that email didn't apply to me. But somebody else it might apply to. And they're the most out of everyone. Y'all know that. Because it's on video. Play with theme music. Yeah, I mean, David Adams representing the Cardinal. I mean, what do you do about it though? Like most of the people in the Midnight family, do y'all just let it slide, or do y'all get confrontational? I just want to know what's the general consensus in here. Hold on. Yeah, damn near ready to get it on. I know. Comfort, whatever reason, laziness, whatever. Yeah, I know. Yeah, right. No. Listen, I wasn't in there. Listen, there was a little fly on the wall. Look, when it happened, there was a little fly on the wall who just happened to be listening and just gave me a little signal like, damn, maybe. Damn, guess what they here saying about you? I'm like, I'm listening. I'm like, damn, dude came in here and said, does Maybin even work here? Because he ain't seen him in 2 months. What? Who said that? Really? Right? D.L. Osborne in the building. Once they burn you, you don't acknowledge them. I got fired. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know. Because once you bring in emotion in the office place, you in trouble. Definitely can't let that slide. Listen, don't hype me up to get fired now. Then the fake laugh. See, but I don't want to listen. I don't want to get in some nip it in the bud before it gets out of hand. It's already out of hand. It's already out of hand. Yeah, listen. I'm glad I made it through without saying the name. You know what? I'm gonna just say the name. Lego, send me an email. You making a shirt? Send me an email. They keep on with the shenanigans. I know. Y'all wanna know who did this? Y'all wanna know who's up in that studio talking about I ain't seen Marcus in 2 months? Yeah, can you believe he had the nerve? Hey, y'all know who it is.